The team at ChargeSmart has been amazing to work with. They deploy very quick, well-engineered sites. They're very versatile as far as hospitality, workplace charging, retail charging, just about anywhere that you would need. And they've deployed many beautiful sites, and we really enjoy working with the ChargeSmart team.
We're an EPC on the level 2 side, so engineering, procurement, and construction. And then on the level 3 side, where it's applicable, we'll also do site hosting. We actually have an extremely diverse customer profile or vertical profile in terms of who we do work with and for what reason. Everyone's motives are different. The one common denominator across almost all the verticals we've worked with is the potential for revenue generation down the road. I think that ultimately drives a lot of the conversations. Obviously in the world of hotels, they're a lot more concerned with providing the amenity to their guests. EV charging is now a drop down option.
Yep.
What kind of hotel are you looking for? King size beds, pool, EV charging, right? And a lot of hotel chains are actually making real revenues off these stations, right? Having an amenity that pays for itself. I mean, it's really easy to see the distance between point A and point B on that. We've come across quite a few folks who have kind of shoot us off and said they'll do it themselves, only to come back 6 months later, telling us that it's an insane burden to try to, at the very least, the incentive piece alone is worth working with a turnkey provider. Working with a company like us who have absolutely, gotten that process down to a science, very beneficial. The average company doesn't have the knowledge or the time or the bandwidth to address themselves. At the end of the day, outside of understanding what's being installed and signing some documents, you have to do nothing to work with us. EVSE, in general, has made significant strides in dealing with the weather conditions that they're subject to when they're just on a property, especially that equipment that's not under some kind of awning or a parking garage that doesn't have coverage. That we have units right now that have been buried by snowplows. They're functioning properly, which is a testament to the Autel brand for sure. It's one of the reasons we've selected you and been very happy with that. I've been familiar with the Autel brand for way longer than I got involved in EV chargers as a motorhead growing up. That every time I ever did vehicle diagnostics, it was made and manufactured by Autel. So you folks have an extremely unique insight into the vehicle side of this equation, which not a lot of manufacturers actually have. But in terms of making sure the equipment syncs up with all the various automotive manufacturing brands and identifies those tokens in a plug-in charge kind of situation where it's applicable, I think you folks have the market kind of cornered in that regard. I firmly believe that the EV industry will trudge forward, and my children, for instance, will grow up in a world where the world is majority electric.